Hi Leos, this is Sage Wisdom by Harris, and I'm doing your love reading, okay? This is not day specific, so whenever you watch it, it applies to you. I'm trying something new on my channel where I still do your monthly mini astrological readings, and I'm also going to do your monthly love reading, but the love reading doesn't apply for the month. The love reading apply for, it could be 3 months ahead, 3 months back, it could be just current time, okay? So it's just whenever you decide to watch it is when it would apply to you. All right, so I already did the spread. I laid out the cards already because I find it goes faster when I already have everything in order. I'm trying to get this camera right. Already called in divine love and wisdom to speak through me to help me see, feel, and understand the cards on a deeper level because I'm using my intuitive ability to help read the cards, okay? So even though these are tarot cards, I'm using my ability to interpret the cards. So even though they might have a traditional meaning, I pick up the meaning that I'm picking up for you and I interpret that to you, okay? What else do I want to tell you before we get started? Well, I prayed over the cards and it's messages for your highest good. So anything that's not of your highest good, that is of lower energy, is protected and is blocked out. The space is protected where it's only love. So anything that's not of love is blocked out, okay? So that's just important for me to tell you. I got my sage burning, so if you see any smoke, that's the sage. Just keep my energy clear to lower my ego so that I can hear spirit and communicate a message without trying to add my little spin, okay? I want this to come directly from spirit, and I'm just interpreting messages, all right? It's a general love reading, so it might not apply to you. Some of it might apply, but other parts might not apply. Just take what applies and leave the rest. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video, and leave a comment if you want me to continue doing the love readings. All right, Leo. Strength, the strength card representing Leo. That's what I'm doing a love reading for right now. All right, and my spread, I'm doing the basic heart spread. Have I met the one? And the first card is going to be like the situation. The second card is going to be what the other person that's in this relationship with you think. And then you'll have two cards as aspects affecting relationship, and then one card is like the what do you call it? I gotta make sure I'm saying it right. What will test or support your relationship, and then you're gonna have the outcome. And then I got a lot of clarifiers. Okay, so we'll go ahead and get started. Had a lot of explanation this time, huh? All right, so we have, the card that came out that represents the situation for you, Leo. Lovers. You got the Lovers card. Isn't that sweet? So basically, it could just mean a love affair. It can mean romance building again within an existing relationship. It can mean like or it could just be like love you share with a friend, but we know that's not the case. We know it's a love in a relationship. So either you have love in your mind, like you have an ideal of what you want to come into your life right now, or you're already in a relationship and you want to rebuild what you have. And I kind of feel like you're already in a relationship, you want to rebuild what you have. I think the majority of the Leos that's watching this are already in something and they want to rebuild on what they had, okay? Now, how the other person is feeling in a relationship, so the cross watcher, they have the star card. So either they're Aquarius, they could be an Aquarius, okay, because that could represent that, or they're just being very hopeful about the outcome of the relationship, okay? But is warning against the cross watcher being too greedy, making sure that you guys are contributing in a relationship also, okay? That you're not taking too much and not giving enough, okay? So even though star card is a hopeful card, in a negative aspect, it can be looked at if you have to maintain a balance. But if you're not balanced with it, the cross watcher could be taking too much, or it could be the Leo taking too much because it's energy, so it can go either way. All right, but I'm only gonna read it one way, and you can just switch it if you need to. All right. So then the cards affecting aspects of the relationship, you have the Two of Wands. Okay, and I'm gonna tell you what I think this means. Okay, what I feel like this means for Leo is you guys reached a crossroads and you had a decision to make to go one way or another. And I'm saying this because I know this from the other readings I did on you that was not love readings. It was just your general and mini astrological reading. It's like a person had came back into your life, and you had a decision to make. Did you want to go with the other person or did you want to go with the current person you're with, okay? And the other person, I feel, was a karmic type situation. It was a situation of like past or some kind of residual energy need to be worked off, and I think that happened. And then the person that you're with, I think that is like more your soulmate twin flame type situation, okay? And what happened was you had this relationship with the karmic and you had like strong feelings for him, as a like great attraction, but it cost it caused you a lot of anxiety, and it caused some hardships in a relationship with your current partner. Okay. Now, that's what that Two of Wands is representing. So you had some situation where it was some third party type energy in it, and it was some little cheating, and and I think it could have been going both ways, okay? But you reached a crossroads and you had to make a decision about what to do next, okay? Then you have the other card affecting you is the Seven of Pentacles. So how I'm reading this card, the Seven of Pentacles, it was a frustrating situation that you were in, okay? And in order to keep things on the up and up, it's going to be some hard work that you have to put into the situation. All right? Okay, I'm explaining some more in a few minutes, okay? And that's the aspects of the relationship. Now, the challenge in this relationship is, like we said, it's Three of Cups. It was a third-party situation. It was a third-party situation that either one of you could have been cheating. But I kind of feel like it was Leo that was cheating, since it's their, love reading. And it just caused some type of like conflict and a rift in your relationship with your current partner, which is normal, okay? Your outcome was interesting about the reading is Four of Wands. It's going to be a stable, happy home outcome. You're going to have a more stable outcome with you and your current partner, the main partner, not the one that you were stepping out with, okay? All right? But I feel like it's still going to be issues where you feel like you have to choose between some things, and I feel like that's going to go on for about 3 months or so, because it's like residual energies from this past person that came in. All right, okay, now that's the general, that's the bones of the reading. Now I'm gonna go back and kind of like clarify stuff and put things together. Now when I was looking at the Two of Wands, okay, when you came to this crossroads, okay, you were stepping out with this third party person that was like, I think was your karmic, and then I think your current lover found out about it and it caused some kind of arguments and stuff in a relationship, was left you feeling like in prison and having a lot of anxiety because you felt restricted. So the person that you with, the one that I feel like is representing the star here, I feel like they kind of, how do I want to say it? They put you on lockdown. They gave you an ultimatum, and it made you feel like you were restricted in what you could and couldn't do. And that's why you have the imprisonment card, because you have to prove yourself. And I know that you love this person too, the person that you're in a relationship with, but you have some strong feelings towards the other person that you were stepping out with, okay? But because you feel like on lockdown, you've been having some anxiety about the situation, all right? So on one end, you be stressed out and having anxiety and feeling like confined and like restricted. On the other end, you feel happy. Nine of Pentacles energy, like, oh, okay, it's okay. You know what I'm saying? I do love this person too, and this is my stable person that we can grow with, and we have a history together. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel. So it's more like two separate energies, Leos, that you embody. So it's like two ways. That's why I see the Two of Wands. It's like I can go this way, feel negative and restricted. I can feel negative and restricted. Or I can go to thinking about the growth with the person I've been with, the years we've been together, and how dedicated this person's been to me, even though I've put them through a lot. You know what I'm saying? It's like you go back and forth in your mind with that. All right? All right. So now, remember I was saying Seven of Pentacles, you have to work hard to sustain a relationship. Okay? So it's like you're working harder now. So, but when the Two of Wands type energy is there still. So you have the Ten of Wands on the one end where you feel like burdens and responsibilities. And the reason why I'm saying this is because the person that you with, Leo, and this can go either way. Either you're taking care of them, like you're the breadwinner in the family, or they're taking care of you. Okay? So with that, you have a lot of responsibilities, and it makes, like, it feels heavy sometimes, right? And maybe that's what causes you to step out, to kind of like, I don't know, like not think about the situation so much, or, just indulge in like in a negative way, But what Spirit is saying is, instead of thinking about the burdens on your back, just focus on the love and the passion that you have with the person that you're currently with, okay? Ace of Wands. Like, you can get that passion back with this person. But if you have to focus your energies, you have to not think about the responsibilities, but just focus on how you want to feel. And again, that star card coming in that handy right there too. So manifesting what you want, making the situation what you want. And it's hard when you have responsibility. It's hard when you've been with somebody a long time and the spark dies out a little bit, but they're saying you can get that spark back with the person that you're with. Okay? Okay. Now, Okay, I'm reading the cards for you guys, okay? What's interesting is, remember I said you got the 4 wands as your outcome. So it's going to be a happy outcome with the person that you're currently with. But you're still going to struggle with that, oh, am I making the right decision? You know, should I have gone in this direction, right? And you'll have these expectations. The expectations, I think, is what weighs on you. You know, when you have expectations in a situation, it makes things feel heavier because it's almost like you're waiting to see if it's working out. Okay, like, see this woman, she's waiting to see, are things working out? Okay, now, yes, it's working out because you're with the person still. If it wasn't working out, you would have left the person. If you're married, you would have divorced them. If you're in a committed relationship, you would have demoted the relationship and just, you know, went down to friend level. It's working. It's just that when you're in a relationship long term, it's not always like constant passion. It's lessons that you have to learn in between. It's responsibilities, you know what I'm saying? And it's other parts of the relationship to develop, like the friendship, you know? You have to develop the friendship, which is maintaining communication and being honest about situations. If you remember that in a relationship that both of you are human and both of you make mistakes and that forgiveness is always in the equation, that's how you build on the friendship, okay? As long as a person is admitting their fault and apologizing and trying to improve, you know, that's how you build trust. If you lost trust because you were disloyal and dishonest in the past, in order to build it, you have to be honest and communicate, and you have to have patience in that, okay? And it just doesn't happen overnight. But this is a part of the relationship. This is a part of building that 4 wands, that stability and what you're looking for. Having that relationship that's like a friendship. That's like, you can be lovers, you can be best friends, you know what I'm saying? You can be a combination of things instead of just one way. Because the person, the karmic that you stepped out with, maybe they had that lover passionate aspect, but they didn't embody the other qualities that the main person that Leo is with embodied. You know what I'm saying? Like the stability. You look for other traits in a partner besides just passion. It has to be a balance in things, okay? Okay. Now, interestingly enough, like we said, the 4 cups energy, so it seems like a stable relationship. If you're not already married to this person, you're going to make it official. So you might be engaged, or you might get engaged. You know, I don't see a marriage card on the table, so I don't see marriage, maybe not within the next 3 months. But I see you making it official, and I have a lover's card next to it, so it's showing like moving a relationship with the one you love to the next level. Okay. Now, the warning card I got here is false person. And what I'm getting from this card is, in the relationship, okay, with Leo and their lover, remember I said at the beginning of the reading with the star card how it's hope, it means hope and getting what you want, and, you know, manifesting what you want in a situation. But in a negative light, it can mean you become too greedy. I feel like Leo's partner, the cross watcher, maybe in some cases, okay, and I hate to say negative stuff. But I have to relay the message, okay? Some of you were more in it for the money, and it could go the other way. You know what I'm saying? Maybe Leo's in it for the money, maybe the cross watcher's in it for the money, okay? So, because the person that you're with, I feel like they're stable financially, okay? And let me tell you why I think that. Because you got the high honors card, so I feel like in a job that you got a promotion or a raise, that you're making good money. You know what I'm saying? And it's in the card that before that was poverty. So maybe the false person came from a lower social economic status, like background, and the fact that the person you're with is like in good financial standings, that makes that person more attractive to you. Yes, that's what I'm trying to say. So just make sure that you're in it with this person because of love and you want to make it work, okay? And not because of financial stability, all right? And that's why I got the false person card, because this can mean like greed or gold digging also, okay? Make sure, because, you know, you may have a background where you came from poverty, so when you see somebody that's stable, and just make sure you're just not being in a relationship just for stability. Make sure it really is love and somebody you know that you can spend the rest of your life with. Because if you're looking, we got the official card making this relationship official, Eventually it's going to lead to marriage, and hopefully it'll be lifelong if you marry the person. But we know people can't get divorced. But my point is, make sure you're doing this for the right reasons, whether it's the Leo or the cross watcher. Okay, because one person comes from a more like a low socioeconomic status background, and then another person is more established and stable, and that's very attractive to the other person. So, which is nothing wrong with that, okay? But just make sure that's not the only reason that you're with the person. Okay, hope that makes sense. Okay, what else I got? Put the star card back over here. I almost feel like I wrapped this reading up. But let me just reiterate and see if I need to clarify anything. So we started off the reading with the Lover's card, okay? So it's about love. You know what I'm saying? Like either strengthening a relationship that you currently have or starting a new love relationship. The person that you're with, they're very hopeful, but we got to make sure they're not being greedy. All right. The situations affecting it is like a Two of Wands situation where you came to a crossroad and maybe one of you or both of you stepped out, and then you came back together, but y'all had like strict terms in a relationship, you know what I'm saying, which made one person feel like they were in prison and caused some anxiety, right? So it's like two ways that they look at it. But on the other end, they feel like, okay, this person is great because I've been with them for a long time and I know I can grow with them, I know it's stable, and we can heal from the situation. Okay, so you go back and forth with feeling like in prison and feeling like you can heal from the situation. But you just got to continue to work hard to the situation for what you want. Don't look at it like a burden. Start looking at the passion and remembering what you loved about this person in the first place, okay? Then, because of this Three of Cups situation you had with whoever was cheating in the past, sometimes that anger and fighting and frustration kind of come up again. But just make sure you're talking things out and communicating in a more diplomatic way, all right? And if you do these things, that you will end in like a stable relationship with the person, okay? But because of your expectations of what you want, sometimes if like things are not happening as fast as you want, maybe like in a 2 to 3 month period, things will start stabilizing and feeling more clear for you. Y'all making a relationship official, or you already have made the relationship official, and maybe that's what's causing some anxiety because people, get cold feet when they're looking at taking the relationship to the next level. But just make sure that people are being honest about what they want, and make sure you're not using people for money or for their wealth or their position or anything like that, because we got the High Honors card, so it's showing either Leo or the cross watcher in like a position, good position on a job, a promotion, a raise, and got a false person. Somebody could be looking at money, and this false person came from like a poverty-stricken background where they didn't have as much. So it's very attractive. It's very attractive. I don't know why I can't say that word today, for them to be with a stable person. But just make sure that's not the only reason that you're with a person for stability. Make sure it's really true love and good friendship, good communication, and y'all both looking at it for the long term. If not, it needs to be communicated and things needs to be worked out accordingly. Okay, so that's Leo. This is your love reading, and I actually think it's a pretty good reading. You know what I'm saying? This is my 4th love reading so far, and this is the first one I had. The Lover's card is the main situation. Okay, a lot of people have stability in that situation space. Okay, but just comment. Let me know if this resonated. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye, Leo.